Hello everyone, my fellow boxers. Today is a wonderful day to talk a bit more in detail about the psychology of preparing a boxer for a fight. What principles do coaches use? Specifically, what principles did my coach use? There are only 5 of them. They are needed to establish the right order and understanding for building motivation for a fight. And they run through the entire preparation system. So listen, enjoy, and use them. And one of the most prominent principles, prominent in its scope and information, is never retreat and never give up. What do these definitions include? Don't retreat, don't give up. There are 2 categories of athletes who stand out clearly. One expresses himself through patience, truly incredible patience, while the other expresses himself through endurance. So, if you pit them against each other, who will win? The patient one or the enduring one? Most likely, the strong one will win, because both patience and endurance require strength. And most often in boxing, these 2 concepts are combined into one. Strength is your endurance. Endurance is your patience, and vice versa. Each of these principles is undoubtedly connected to a certain part of the soul. Therefore, first and foremost, not retreating and not giving up relates to self-awareness, self-regulation, and self-motivation. Because in a fight, everything depends only on you. There will be no coaches, no seconds, no one at all. You will be one-on-one with your opponent, one-on-one with your arsenal of things you have prepared and set aside for the fight. And it's very interesting to consider patience, because I often observe during training how the boys push themselves with all their might. And of course, there is a certain motivational lever in this, because when you don't give up, when you start for the 101st time, first and foremost, you begin to grow in strength and inner strength that won't let you give up. A very interesting fact. Once, when I was a child, I saw a butterfly hatching from its cocoon, crawling out. Well, I felt sorry for it. It was struggling, suffering, enduring, trying to get out. So I just went ahead and helped it. I picked open the cocoon, and in doing so, I killed the butterfly forever. It looked like a butterfly, but this butterfly would never fly in its life. Because while it is struggling and crawling out of the cocoon, it releases special chemicals that strengthen it to such an extent that it changes from within, changing its chemical and physical properties. A butterfly is meant to fly. That's why the path it takes through pain and struggle gives rise to incredible strength. In the same way, boxers, hour after hour in training, produce this special enzyme because perhaps the strongest thing in boxing is the ability, as they say, to keep fighting no matter what. Strength, courage, and confidence come when you look your fear in the eye. This is a very important point. To make it absolutely clear, what qualities patience develops in us. There is a parable from Jesus Christ himself, which he told his disciples about how the kingdom of heaven is arranged and what God seeks most of all in people. It is like a merchant who is searching for fine pearls. And when he finds a beautiful pearl, he goes and sells his estate, everything he owns, and buys that pearl. It's clear that God is the merchant, and he's searching for pearls in people. So, what is a pearl? It is nothing more than mother of pearl, which is produced and secreted by a mollusk when an irritant gets into its shell and into its body, causing it a great deal of discomfort. It begins to produce a beautiful, shiny, unique, and one-of-a-kind mother of pearl. It's the same with people when there is an irritant, an irritating factor. A person mobilizes and reveals all their strength precisely at the moment when they are suffering, preparing, afraid, or anxious. All of this helps them focus more specifically on the goal they are pursuing. And just like the production of mother of pearl, a special strength matures a strength that guides the boxer, helps him in the fight, and powerfully tunes him in. Everything you endure, everything you suffer, is actually there to help you. So never give up, learn to produce this mother of pearl, so that like a butterfly, you can soar. That's why, guys, pay attention to how you treat your own endurance and where it will lead you. So believe me, the one who endures achieves everything. You need to learn how to solve your problems effectively. Don't whine or complain, move forward with a single goal in mind. To win, first and foremost, to conquer yourself, to make yourself better, stronger, wiser, and more experienced. So don't be afraid to make mistakes and never stop moving forward. My coach once told me, if you truly want to understand what boxing really is, you'll have to spend your whole life immersed in boxing, and only then will you be able to fully appreciate the significant contribution made through mechanisms like endurance. So guys, know that what God values most in you are precisely those qualities you have developed thanks to your patience. This is the beauty of mother of pearl. Beautiful, beautiful pearls. A wise man once said, there's little difference between having suffered misfortune or waiting for it. The truly courageous one is he who manages to remain kind in the face of misfortune. So guys, I wish you kindness and love. The next principle we'll discuss is you have to be, not just seem to be, guys. So stay tuned. There's a lot of interesting and instructive things ahead for you. Stay with us. Give us likes. Leave your comments. See you next time.